This is our lesson on comparing and ordering decimals, and later on we're going to do rounding decimals. So to compare and order decimals, you always go place by place. So you always start at the very first number and then you move to the right looking at the numbers. Okay, so our first number, we have 8 and 3/10 and 8 and 4/10. Since they both have 8s in the ones place, we move on to the tenths place. Then we have 3 and 4. When you get to two numbers that are different, whichever one is bigger is going to be the greater than. So 3 is smaller than 4, so 8 and 3/10 is less than 8 and 4/10. The ones are the same in this problem, so we look at our tenths place and we have a 4 and we have a 9. Since the 9 is bigger than the 4, 1 and 45 hundredths is less than 1 and 9/10. Okay, next one we have 2 and 88 thousandths and 2 and 12 hundredths. So again, the 2's are the same in the ones place. Then we have a 0 and a 1. Okay, so 2 and 88 thousandths is less than 2 and 12 hundredths. Try this next one on your own. Okay, the tens place are the same, so we look at the ones place and we have a 2 and a 1. So 12 and 7/10 is greater than 11 and 98 hundredths. Try these next two on your own. You can pause the video. Okay, so the tens place are the same, the ones places are the same, and the tens places are the same. On 17 and 90 hundredths, there's a 0. Is that the same as nothing there? Yes. So this is equal to 17 and 9/10 is equal to 17 and 9/10. The 0 does not matter for this one. Next one, the 4's are the same. The 2's in the tenths places are same. And then the hundredths place is where they go different. 9 is greater than 7, so 4 and 29 hundredths is greater than 4 and 272 thousandths. This next one, it says to put them in order from least to greatest. So that means you want the smallest number first to go all the way to the biggest number. Okay, you can notice that they all start with 12. Okay, then the 12 and 9 hundredths and 12 and 77 thousandths both have zeros in the tenths place. But the 7 is smaller than the 9, so we have 12 and 77 thousandths, then 12 and 9 hundredths. The remaining two numbers, 5 is smaller than 6, so we have 12 and 5/10, and then 12 and 65 hundredths. Try the next one on your own. You can pause the video. Okay, the answer that you should have gotten is 8 and 6 hundredths, then 8 and 12 hundredths, then 8 and 6/10, and last but not least is 9 and 100. Remember, always look at the ones place also. Don't only look at the numbers after the decimal. Try this next one on your own and check it. Okay, so we have 274 and 88 hundredths is first, then 274 and 9/10, then 288 and 15 hundredths, and last but not least is 288 and 7/10. Okay, that is the end of our compare and order notes. Now in your notes we're going to jump to rounding decimals. Okay, believe it or not, this is something that we do have to go over in 7th grade. So we have some steps that you have to remember when you're rounding decimals. First, you underline the place value that you are rounding to. Okay, then you look to the number to the right. You always look to the right. Okay, when you look to the right, if the digit to the right is 5 or more, then the digit that you underlined is going to go up 1. Then all of the other numbers fall off. If the digit to the right is less than 5, then the number that you underlined stays the same, and still all of the numbers still fall off. So let's do some practice. We have 4 and 372 thousandths, but it says to round it to the nearest tenth. We know that the tenths place is the first place after the decimal. So we're underlining the 3, and the 3 looks to the right, which is a 7. The 7 is greater than 5, so the 7 tells the 3 to go up. And then all these other numbers fall off. So the 7 and 2 go away, so your rounded number is 4 and 4/10. Let's do another one. It says round this one to the nearest whole number. Okay, so the nearest whole number, that's going to be the ones place. The 4 is in the ones place, but it still looks to the right. So the 4 looks at the 3. What does the 3 tell the 4 to do? Stay the same. So 4 and 372 thousandths rounded to the nearest whole number is still 4. Okay, let's do another one together. Then you'll try one on your own. It says round this to the nearest tenth. Again, the tenths place is one place after the decimal. So the 9 looks to the 6. Okay, the 6 is greater than 5, so the 6 tells the 9 to go up. But what's the next number after 9? It's 10. So the 9 goes up, but then the 9 also tells the next number to go up also. So 24 and 961 thousandths rounded to the nearest tenth is going to be 25.0, or 25 and 0 tenths. Yes, you have to have the tenths place just because it says round it to the nearest tenth. Okay? Here's the next one. Try this one on your own and then check. You can pause the video. All right. What number is in the hundredths place? The hundredths place is 2 places over to the right, so the 3 is in the hundredths place. The 3 looks to the right, which is the 1. What does the 1 tell the 3 to do? Stay the same. So the number rounded to the nearest hundredths place is 5 and 3/100. Try the next 3 on your own and then check it. You can pause the video. Okay, so this one says round 7 and 7.8372 to the nearest whole number. So we're rounding the 7. The 7 looks to the 8. The 8 tells the 7 to go up. So this number rounded to the nearest whole number is 8. Next, it says round this one to the nearest thousandth place. The thousandth is the 3rd place over from the decimal to the right. So the 7 is in the thousandths place. The 7 looks to the 2. So the 2 tells the 7 to stay the same. So this number rounded to the nearest thousandth is 7 and 837 thousandths. Remember, all other numbers fall off. Okay? And last but not least, we're rounding this one to the nearest hundredths place. What number is in the hundredths place? The 9. The 9 looks to the 7. The 7 tells the 9 to go up, so the 9 tells the 8 to go up. Okay, so this would be 3 and 90 hundredths. Yes, you have to have the 0 because you're rounding to the hundredths place, so there should only be 2 places after the decimal. Okay, now going back to comparing and ordering, answer these 4 questions and pause the video, and then we'll check them in just a minute. Okay, so we're going to compare this number 1. 12 and 89 thousandths is less than 12 and 9 hundredths. 7 tenths is equal to 700 thousandths. 23 and 55 hundredths is less than 23 and 6 tenths. And 152 and 9 tenths is greater than 150 and 99 hundredths. Make sure you have your notes filled in correctly. If you need to pause the video and go back, you can. If you have any questions, look at the video again first, then ask me the question. Okay? Then go on to your quick check. Step number 2.